Hello, everybody, and welcome to your reading. Spirit wants to bring you some white light messages for your soul. So, the messages, the information that comes through is going to be deeply spiritual. It's meant to touch you, to move you, to activate you. All right. So, look at the 6 different candles and decide which one is really calling to you because Spirit has a very special message for you, for your soul. I will start with the first candle. There are timestamps listed for all of them below. Hello to everybody who chose the first candle. So, you guys, as I was sitting here meditating, because I want to channel these messages directly from Spirit so it can be as authentic as possible for you guys. And as I was sitting here connecting into the vibes and energies that Spirit's going to bring and pull towards that first candle, I got this sense like of green washing all over me. Okay. And this realization, like you guys, everybody attracted to this first candle, you are deeply spiritual, you're spiritually gifted. And the green that I'm seeing is really pulling me towards Thoth, the emerald tablets of Thoth. And you may be very aware of them. You may have already looked into them. If you have not, you need to, because I'm really feeling like this energy of you being Thoth's ally, this life journey. Like this life journey for you guys is all about spiritual expansion. I mean, we all are going through that, every single person, but you guys are meant to be very interested in the spiritual, in the occult, in the esoteric, in the ancient teachings. There is a flame within you that not every person carries, and it's a flame of wisdom. And I keep feeling this connection to Thoth for you guys. So check into that. I actually have just started posting the emerald tablets on my channel here. I only have 2 out at the time I'm doing this reading for you, but I mean, you could check mine out, or there's tons on YouTube. But I keep feeling like you need to explore those tablets over and over and over, because it's like you've just gone through this period where karmic energies, it's so weird the way I'm seeing this. Okay, so I'm like seeing you, whether you are a masculine or a feminine, kind of like Little Red White Riding Hood, like walking through the forest. And in your basket are these karmic energies. But for you guys, it's not so much karmic is not the right word, but it's the word that would like make you understand the most and what I'm trying to express. And it's not that you're attached to this karma. It's like these are experiences in this basket that you have on your arm as you're walking through the forest, and these different experiences that felt very karmic or painful to you were actually lessons to awaken you, activate you to the depth of your spirit, of what you're here for. You guys are meant to be a spiritual teacher in some capacity this life journey, and Spirit wants you to know that. And at this time, it's like you're setting down that basket. You've gone through all the different experiences that you needed so that you would have a sense of relation, a deep sense of understanding, of compassion with others, of empathy. Okay, you're done with those experiences. And so it's like you're stepping out of the forest now, because you're ready to fully blossom and bloom into the spiritual teacher, spiritual guru, spiritual leader that you're meant to be this life journey. And also a message coming through for you is there are others like you, soul tribes, soulmates, but it's like a lot of people that you have been involved with up till this point. It's time for those relationships to kind of wash away. Not everybody, but I feel like there's a few, like up to 3, where it's like those need to wash away because they were part of those experiences that you were carrying in your basket, and those experiences are completed and they've taught you and given you everything you need to know. And Spirit's like, let that stuff go, because as you step out of the forest, it's time to align to new relationships, new connections that are much more in alignment with who you are now after this deep, profound awakening and connecting with your soul, with your spirit. And you perceive and see life so differently than the average person. Okay. I feel like improvements to your health, like mental health, emotional health, physical health, spiritual health, like improvement to feelings of well-being for you guys. And Spirit's like, there is a love for you. Okay. Some of you, this is a romantic love, and some of you, that's not what you're reaching for. You want like a good spiritual companion, spiritual friend, somebody who's at your level, who gets it. Okay, there is that person for you, and Spirit's acknowledging that wish and that desire within your heart, and it will be fulfilled. Okay, absolutely. But most importantly, I'm getting like your intuition and your third eye. I'm being pulled back to the emerald tablets. As you explore those tablets, you're going to have major activation to that third eye, which is going to allow you to better decipher your intuitive messages and feelings and different energies that wash through you. Because at times you could feel things, but it's like you're unsure. You feel it, but you're like, well, what is this feeling trying to alert me to, trying to prompt me to? I don't know. I don't understand. And then you'll start over analyzing, and then it's just like very overwhelming. So something about these emerald tablets will be very activating to your third eye. You are connected to Thoth, like whether you have experienced lifetimes in the past with him, with his energy. I definitely do feel a strong Egyptian connection for you guys, which jumps me over to like the Atlantean connection. So you've probably always been very drawn into like Egyptian culture or the myth of Atlantis, and it doesn't feel like a myth to you, and you have these dreams of this like other lands, other lifetimes, maybe even like speaking another language in your dream. However, in the dream, you understand perfectly what's being articulated to you, but upon waking, you would have no clue if that language was being spoken to you right in that moment. Like, you would have no idea what somebody was saying to you. And so there's a confirmation of that for you guys that Spirit wants to give you. Like, I feel like it's a remembrance or like a meeting with a higher spiritual council, and Thoth is involved with that. Okay, I just, man, as soon as I started your guys' reading, that energy came in so strong, and I did not expect that whatsoever. Like, this is not what I thought would come through for this first reading for you guys. Okay. Also, frequency is very important. You guys need to start listening to some meditation music or anything that has 963 hertz in it. That frequency will also be very activating to you, very healing to your energy. All right. And okay, pulled back into this like soulmate relationship situation. Let go of who you think that person should be, whether it's romantic or like a friendship. Let go of who you think that person should be or how they should be, because Spirit's saying they're already in existence. They already exist. There's already I don't even want to call it a soul contract, because it's not even that. It's like, Okay, this is a very interesting vision. So let's say that you and your romantic partner, or you and your best friend, are paramedics, okay? And there's some big tragedy somewhere. And so all paramedics are dispatched to go to this location to render aid and medical care to people. And so you and your best friend or romantic partner, you guys drive the same ambulance, like you ride together, okay? And then you go to where help is needed and you work together. That's how Spirit wants you to think of this soulmate, romantic partner, soulmate, best friend energy that is meant to come into your life. You guys are a team. You are doing a job. You are working for Spirit. It's, if anything, the contract goes directly between you and Spirit. And so it's not a matter of, I need to manifest this person and I need to think of all these things. No, they're already in existence. You're already a team with this person. You guys came here together along with many others to bring forth that spiritual wisdom, that spiritual healing, helping with the expansion of consciousness, the teaching of light. And so that person is going to align with you when the order is given over the dispatch, so to speak. And Spirit wants you to know that, like, you already feel this person's energy. You already connect with them. You meet with them on the astral. This council meeting that I see in your dreams, like, they meet you there already, okay? And when you meet them in this physical realm, there's going to be a deep sense of familiarity about them. Like, did I meet you already before? Like, have I seen you somewhere before? And it's like you guys are going to be asking each other, where did you go to school? And like concerts, like trying to pinpoint, how do we know each other? Because I feel like I have met you before. And it's just because you guys are a team working for Spirit, this life journey. You are somebody who is meant to walk a very spiritual path. You're deeply intuitive and empathic, and you could have gift beyond that, okay? But those are the two strongest things I'm feeling. And you have gone through this journey to help acclimate you better to the human condition and the energies and the struggle and the emotions and all of those things that any particular person can experience and go through. And through your travels, through your journeys, through those experiences, you have a sense of relation, understanding, compassion, and empathy that you would have never had otherwise. And those traits are vital for your momentum forward and stepping more into your spiritual power, into more of a spiritual role. And if you're already doing something that's spiritually based, there's going to be an expansion to that. Okay. And Thoth really coming in strong. You can ask for signs, synchronicities from him to give you that confirmation that he's like, yes, I am talking to you. You are one of my allies. Okay, you're meant to have a lot of profound awakenings, and the depth of the spiritual understanding and wisdom and like ancient teachings that you will receive is just beyond the average person. And even somebody who is very spiritually based, like, you're going to come into a lot of different information and teachings that aren't relevant, aren't like rampantly already discussed, because in the spiritual community, a lot of what everybody says is just kind of a regurgitation, right? Speaking the message, preaching the message. And for you guys, I feel like you're going to go a step above that, a step further. You're going to bring in some new insight, that Atlantean light, with the help of Thoth, as well as this spiritual companion who is truly a part of your team. And they're either going to come in as a really good friend or as your romantic partner. And this person is going to be very, very different than, most people that you do associate with or that you have been in love with. This person's on your level. You guys are always going to meet at the spirit level and understand and respect each other in that space, which creates an entirely different type of dynamic within a relationship. This is not a chaser runner dynamic or a bunch of like emotional trauma to be experienced with this person. No, absolutely not. You and this person are on the same team. So there will be nothing but love and support and respect and honesty that will be shared between the two of you. Now, it doesn't mean that you'll never disagree or have arguments or whatever. I mean, that's just normal. But there will be a deep sense of honor and respect for each other, where I don't believe you will ever have another relationship with somebody with the level and depth of respect and knowing and familiarity that this person will bring into your life. Like, there will be no question for you or for this person. Like, you both will be like, have we met before? And you're just going to click and you're going to help expand each other even more. Okay. You are in the period of a very radical transformation, shifting out of some darkness, out of some shadow, and really coming into the light. Thoth is working with you strongly at this time. Activation to third eye. Intuition is also expanding, and you will align to this spiritual teammate that you guys are meant to give strength and support and love to each other this life journey, because you both have a spiritual mission. You both are working for spirit, and this is your confirmation. You are working for spirit this lifetime. Spirit wants you to know that. You've been asking. This is a resounding yes. You are working for me this life journey. You have connection to the angels. You have connection to Thoth, and there may be other deities that you also connect with. Okay, so I feel like that is complete. The messages of light that Spirit wants to bring you, and just saying, listen, you're one of my people. You are part of my light army, and I will protect you and I will nurture you at all costs. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose the second candle. So I was just sitting here meditating to channel your reading. I really want to bring you guys some deep, authentic messages for your soul. And just wow, you guys, I thought the first candle, the messages that were coming through were pretty spiritual and deep, but nope, you guys, you are taking the cake here. Okay, you are starborn. You are a star seed. Okay, no question in my mind whatsoever. And you have a very deep connection to the planet Venus as well as the angelic realm. Okay, and I'm also feeling for you guys, like, your energy, when you incarnate, whether it's in this world or some other world, you got to understand, like, because it's so hard to express this. There's like a sense of, I want to say, royalty, like you're a king or a queen, okay? And it's not out of like some sort of hierarchy, it's out of evolution, okay? And because of the evolution of your soul, of your consciousness, you are here for a very different reason than the average person or even light workers in general, okay? You have a bigger presence, a stronger energy, more power. People around you have probably told you, like, you're magic, certain things just happen for you, certain things just work out for you, you speak it, it happens. deeply, deeply spiritually gifted. And also, I feel about you, it's like you are a bit of a loner. Okay, even if you have a lot of connections and friends and family and everything, there's this aspect of you where I'm feeling loner. So it could be that you truly are, you prefer to be in your own space, your own energy most of the time. You don't want to connect with others just because of how deeply you feel and experience everything. Or you could feel like a loner because of what you know and what you understand. And pretty much everyone around you, they wouldn't get it. You can't discuss your spiritual insights and things like that. Like, people just don't get it. They can't go that deep. It's like they can't meet you in that space. And Spirit's saying it's because you are from a whole nother world, my friend. Okay, you are from a whole nother world. And I get that sense of, like I said, royalty about you, but it's through evolution. And you have a very sacred task to fulfill to complete this life journey. And you know what that is different for each of you. But it's in your soul, it's in your consciousness, it's somewhere within you that you're gonna know. Okay. And also, I feel a connection to owls or even bears. And okay, that's leading me to some of you, you may have actually been born, like your ethnicity, you may have been born as like a Native American in the States, or an indigenous uh, person, you know, wherever you are. Like, it's that energy I'm getting, that very spiritually based, connected to Mother Earth, Gaia, like Native American, Indian, Aboriginal, like energy about you. Okay, so some of you could definitely have been born into that lineage, this life journey. And if that's not the case, it's like you bring that incredibly sacred knowing, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding with you into this incarnation to seed the consciousness of humanity for greater visions, deeper understanding. Okay. You also, for you guys, very important that you sunbathe. That's very interesting thing. Like, the sun really does energize you guys. Okay. And also, it's important for you guys to eat a lot of food that is, you know, direct from the sun, not removed from the sun whatsoever. So, like, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits. Okay, they're very good for you, for your body, for the energy that you need to maintain because of who and what you are. So the sun is very healing to you, very activating to you. Like, me personally, when I'm not feeling good, I just want to go in the shower and kind of just like lay down and let the water just run on me. I'm a water sign, and I don't know, it makes me feel good. I could just, when I'm sick, I could just lay there forever till the water runs cold, just because it feels so healing to my body. And I feel like the sun is a similar experience and energy for you guys, where it's very healing to you, it's very activating to you. Venus is very close to the sun, right? Yeah, the sun and Venus, I'm feeling a strong connection for you guys, along with the angelic realm. You are doing angel work. You've probably said that to yourself before, that you do God's work, or you do the angels' work. And you, if not already, you are meant to have some sort of spiritually based practice, business this lifetime, whether it's what you do full time or something you do on the side. But that's part of this like sacred task that you're meant to complete this life journey. Okay. And you do your energy, to me, you know what, that's probably another reason why I'm getting that feeling of the bear and the owl. Is the bear is a symbol of protection, of nurturing, of like the divine mother to me. Okay. And the owl, very, very wise, sees well in the darkness of night, right? And so those two energies describe you. You're very nurturing, you're very strong, you're very stable. There's an abundance around you, about you, okay? And interesting, I got this with the first candle, and now this is coming in for you guys as well. um Thoth, okay? And maybe that's why, because I just started putting the Thoth tablets out on my channel, and maybe that's why, like, just all the readings that are to come, I feel a lot of you guys are part of this, like, Thoth Atlantean tribe that is incarnating on the earth plane to help bring in the Aquarian age. Okay, so you guys, just like candle one, I got that message very strongly. Like, I feel that you have a connection to Atlantis or to Thoth, and the emerald tablets will be very activating to you, even if you've already read them, explored them before. I feel like again and again and again and again, like, there's a lot of activating that you're still going to go through in this life journey. And by the end of your travels, even you are going to find yourself just profoundly in awe of all the wisdom and vastness of understanding that you contain before you transition, back into pure consciousness. You are a walking encyclopedia. You are a walking symbol of history, of eons of history, of the human experience, as well as other worlds, other lands, other dimensions. A lot of people, if you just like spewed out all your wisdom, all that you know, all that you believe, they might think you're crazy, but you're not. And Spirit wants you to know that, like, you have some profound insights and understandings of things. And you've got to understand, for each and every person, it's a level of consciousness on what we can receive, what we believe, what we can understand, what we can handle. When I look back on my awakening, which I really feel like began in like around 2010, somewhere in that time frame. It's been so long now, it's like kind of lost to me. But I just, all the things I believed and thought then compared to now, if I would have met the me now all the way back then, I would have thought, oh my gosh, this lady is just absolutely off her rocker. She is totally crazy. And yet this is me, my future self. And so Spirit, it's like, you know what you know, and you understand what you understand. And you are here to complete a sacred task, okay? And I just feel a deep confirmation of your connection to Venus, your connection to the angelic realm, your connection to the sun, as well as Thoth and the Atlanteans, okay? And that sense of like you being royalty, not out of hierarchy, but out of evolution of soul, of all the travels that you've had, that you've experienced. And some of you remember, like, it's very active in you. And that's why you feel so alone, is because it's like, I could never share with anybody, what I remember, what I know to be fact. They would never understand. They would never believe me. But you just existing and walking around is very activating. It elevates consciousness, and Spirit wants you to know that and not doubt yourself, okay? And when you are feeling really down, call upon the angels. And with Venus, I know there's an association of Jesus being attached to Venus as well. So you may have a very special connection with Jesus. Wow, it's just like all these energies around you. But like I said, you are starborn, okay? You are. And you have a sacred purpose, a sacred task, a mission for this lifetime. You are not going to be interested in the average things that most everybody is. It just, your consciousness is just beyond that, okay? And it doesn't mean that people who are interested in things that you consider very trivial, silly, frivolous, fairy tales, whatever, it's fine. Like, we all experience what we're able to at our current level of consciousness. And again, you just being here gives each and every person that opportunity to make that shift in consciousness if they so desire. And so don't doubt yourself. You are not crazy. You know what you know. The bear, look more into this, like the bear spirit. And the bear spirit might just be a confirmation for some of you guys, okay? But it's like a bear, an owl, and let me see if I'm feeling maybe a rabbit, and like a beetle, a scarab. And for some reason, like, that just made me think of the band Journey. Okay, there's I feel like some of you, there's certain songs or that they put out, or a song, like there's a relation, a connection for you with Journey. Okay, and so that, me saying that, is like gonna be a huge confirmation from spirit to you. But also, some of you, I don't know why, but if you're not familiar with them, like, maybe listen to their music. Their most popular song, "Don't Stop Believing," right? Everybody knows that one. And maybe that's it. Like, Spirit's saying, don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. You've got the angels. You've got Thoth. You've got Jesus. You've got the bear spirit. You've got the owl spirit. You've got the rabbit spirit. And now this scarab, beetle like spirit around you. And you, again, are like this walking encyclopedia of information of the spirit, of the soul. Don't doubt yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't listen to anybody else. You are starborn. That is why you have always felt like, I don't quite fit in. It's like you can get along well enough. You can feel the emotions and attachments and connection to people, but you just always have felt like there's something a little different about you compared to the average person. And it is because there is something a little different about you. You are starborn. You have a sacred mission this lifetime. You need to know that. You need to not doubt yourself. Okay, that Venus energy, and then the bear, that nurturing love, like the level of love energy, the frequency in which you can vibe is out of this world. Okay, it is out of this world. And I know that you desire the purest of connections back, but you've got to understand something. Like, you are not of this world. Like, your consciousness, your ability to feel emotion, to work with emotion, consciousness, like, you are so vast. And that's why you often feel lonely or disappointed, or like, you just don't get me, you just don't understand me. It's because you are something very, very special, and Spirit wants you to know that. And you will, at different points in this life journey, connect to people who are on your level. Okay, but I feel your work, your mission isn't so much about like, let me make all these relationships and connections. It's not to say that you won't have any, but you have this deeply spiritual calling, and you have this sacred task to complete, and you will have companions and love and support along the way. But most people are wanting to, find love, get married, live together, maybe even start a family, and just be in love and build a life with their romantic partner, right? Even though you may desire that, I feel like you just feel a bigger calling. than that, and people don't get that. They don't understand it. Some of you might actually be very happy and content being single and alone, and it's just like spirit really wants you to know through all of this, like, nothing is wrong with you. You are special, you are unique, you are starborn. And again, if you haven't looked into the emerald tablets, highly recommend that you do. A lot of activation for you guys. So I feel like that is everything. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose the third candle. All right, I was sitting here in the energies meditating on candle 3 for you guys so that I could channel some authentic messages from spirit for you. And for you guys, right away, my heart started to feel like it was hurting, it was breaking. Okay, the message that I'm getting from spirit for you guys is right now is not a time to it's like you're in this healing process, okay? And so now is not a time to start new romances, start new friendships, totally try to change up your routine. Spirit's like you're trying to run away from the pain that you feel inside right now and distract yourself, which, I am a big proponent of saying, distract yourself from negative thoughts. But there's a difference of when we're just rehashing a negative experience over and over, and we really need to pull ourselves away from that so we can begin the healing process. Okay. And then there's where we're trying to outright ignore and avoid the truth of what we feel. And I feel that's what's happening with you guys. Like something very painful happened, made you very sad, hurt you deeply. And at this point, it's almost like a pollutant in your energy field, and it's cutting you off from your divine connection. Okay. And Spirit's coming in and is saying, listen, you need to stop, you need to slow down, and you need to just sit and catch your breath and acknowledge how bad it does hurt inside and how something made you feel. That's the only way to move past it. It's like Spirit's saying you can run as far as you want, but you can never run away from yourself. You can never run away from your heart. You can never run away from your mind. And the avoidance of what we're truly feeling isn't going to make it go away. In fact, it's almost as though it's expanding the intensity of that emotion, because that emotion is begging for your attention and saying, hey, I'm here. And when we are hurting over something, that pain always has a message, a lesson, something to offer us, something to gift us. And once acknowledged, the pain will then start to flow away. And the Holy Spirit is coming in very, very strongly now. The Holy Spirit is with you. Call upon the Holy Spirit for the healing, the truth of self that you need, because it's like Spirit wants to pull you into the nest and be right there in Spirit's heartbeat. You need to heal. And okay, this is a small message for some of you out there, not all of you, but some of you. You are hurting because of a choice that you made, and you're saying to yourself, yes, I was so wrong in that. And so because you do feel that you were wrong in what you did and what you said, it's almost like you're not giving yourself permission to also feel hurt, to also feel pain. And Spirit's saying, even if you believe that there's sadness and negativity caused at your hand, that doesn't mean that you can't feel bad too, that you can't feel the emotions of all of that as well. And so some of you, that's the case. It's like you feel like you're wrong, you're bad. And so it's like you won't even give yourself permission to feel sadness of loss or just however this impacted you. And Spirit says, I pull you into my nest. I pull you into my love. I don't care whether you think you did wrong, you screwed up. I still unconditionally love you. I want to help you heal. I want to help you expand. You've got to acknowledge the truth of what you feel. That's the only way you can release it and start moving through it and allow it to move through you. So whether or not you are trying to distance yourself from this pain in your heart because you feel that you're wrong, or if it's like it's just too much, it's just too heavy, or I don't want to feel this anymore, or I shouldn't be feeling this sad. I just see like Spirit keeps showing me like you turning your head, like I don't want to acknowledge my heart space and how this hurts and how this is making me feel. And that's why Spirit's saying, you know what, right now, why don't you just come to a place of absolute stillness and call in the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit wants to heal you, wants to help you expand consciousness around whatever this is that's hurting you, that's hanging over you, that's heavy in your heart space. And I do see like a desire, you want to get through this, you want to get over this. And you could be praying, you could be like, I'm saying positive things, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And the reason why it feels as though you're spinning your wheels is because you haven't acknowledged that this, yes, what you are feeling is your truth, whether right or wrong, silly, foolish, it doesn't matter. That is your truth. And Spirit wants you to own your truth no matter what. That is what will always set you free. And it doesn't matter what other people think, what other people feel, what their opinions are about your personal truth, because they don't have to walk your life path. They're not in your shoes. Okay. Yes, different choices and decisions we make can impact others, absolutely. But at the end of the day, our choices impact us the most. It imprints in our record, adds to our karma. Okay, so you've got to know that what you feel is what you feel, regardless of whether you think it's right or wrong, or somebody else thinks it's right or wrong. It's irrelevant. It's what's vibrating in you in this moment. And the acceptance of that is the freedom from it. Because when you accept it, okay, you know, my long-term partner and I broke up years ago, I really, really struggled to get over him, to get over that relationship. He was truly the love of my life. Never, ever do I believe I was in love before him. Okay. And when it ended, it was very painful. It was very hard for me. And I too, like, ran away from that pain. I didn't want to acknowledge it. I didn't want to accept it. And I always kind of just hoped or thought, you know, we'll get back together someday, so I don't need to get over this. Because it's like I knew that if I started the process of healing, that I would get over him. And I wasn't ready to let him go. And so I was willing to hold on to the pain in the hopes that one day we would reconcile. And finally, at some point, I asked the pain in my heart, what are you trying to teach me? And I walked with my shadow for a while, and I embraced it, and I accepted it. And you know, the lower vibration of it, the experience of it. And it taught me a lot. And from there, I was able to really start healing at an accelerated pace. And I understood so much, and I started to see all the reasons why we were not meant to be together any longer. And now 6 years, 7 years on, I'm like, Thank you, Spirit. Man, that was divine intervention. You coming in and ending that relationship like that. And I kicked and screamed and fought for a few years. And I didn't want to let it go. And now I'm grateful that it ended. I understand why. And for you guys, I just feel like Spirit is saying, you've got to sit with your pain. You've got to sit with your shadow and say, okay, what are you here for? What are you trying to teach me? What am I not letting go of? What's distorted in my energy and my thoughts and my emotions around this person, around this situation, or around this experience? And walk with your shadow. Yes, we're creators, and it's good to be in positive vibes and positive thoughts because we're creating in every moment. But part of that creation process is the lower vibrational experiences, because those experiences are what teach us and grow us and expand us. Okay, so sometimes you've got to walk with your shadow and feel every single thing that flows through you in that process, because that's your first step towards release, towards healing. And the Holy Spirit is coming in and wants to work with you. Okay, because I feel the reason why Spirit reminded me of my own story was because many of you, it's that same thing, is if I start getting over this, I start healing from this, then I really will let it go. Like subconsciously or deep within you, you know that, and you're not ready to let something go, or you're not ready to be over something. At least that's what you think in your mind. And Spirit's coming in and saying, yes, let's let this go. Let it go so you can be free. And I know what we're comfortable and familiar with is what we want to stick to, is what we want to know, what we want to know the most. But there's something really special that's trying to come into your life, and it's going to be a big, beautiful blessing for you. Okay? And Spirit is coming in to activate the healing process, and you are going to receive an activation in your crown chakra from the Holy Spirit. And from there, the truth is going to hit you hard. You're going to see it, and you won't be able to turn away from it. And that truth is going to help you decide, yes, I am ready to let this go. And the reasons why we hold on to things is different for every single person. But Spirit is coming in with very nurturing, loving energy along with the Holy Spirit to help clear the pollutants from your energy, to help you heal, pull you into Spirit's nest, come to a standstill. And then it's like all the distortion, it's all going to become crystal clear before you, and the light is going to flood you. So along with calling in the Holy Spirit, do some meditations to really balance out your chakras and open every faculty of your senses to the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit is going to walk with you as you walk with your shadow. You're going to have a profound awakening and deep, deep healing. And I know on the other side of that, I just see it, this big, beautiful blessing, wish come true, a new cup being offered to you of something, whether it's new love, it's a new friend, it's a new job, a new way of thinking, and a new path. It's, again, different for each of you, but it will be there and it will be offered to you. And I feel like 9 months to like a year on, after you've gone through this process, you're going to look back and you're going to realize and see everything, and you're going to see how much you've grown from this experience. But it's like, don't be afraid to let go, to release, so that you can heal, so that you can be free. Even if you really want to keep something or keep a person in your life, Spirit's like, let it go. Just let it all go right now. Come into my nest. Let me heal you. Holy Spirit saying, let me open your eyes. and you're going to transform, and you're going to feel differently. You're going to see differently. All right. So those are the messages that Spirit wanted to bring to you. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose the fourth candle. So I was just sitting here in your energies, what messages Spirit wants to bring through for you guys, and I'm channeling these to make them as authentic as possible. For you guys attracted to this fourth candle, Spirit's been letting me know that you have suffered a great, great loss. Okay. And I'm feeling like of a relationship. And, this is general. So some of you, this may be not a relationship, but that is the predominant energy that I am feeling. Is there is a loss of a relationship, whether, the relationship ended because you guys walked away from each other, or even if the relationship ended because this person passed on. Okay. You've been carrying a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of heartache. And also I feel around the loss of this person, there were other things that have been lost, and try as you might, you feel a bit as though you're spinning your wheels, or the progress that you're making is very, very slow. You feel like you've had to be more patient than what is fair. All right. And what Spirit's coming in to say is there, like, some really hard stuff that you've been going through, it's coming to an end. It's like the worst is behind you now. I feel a lot of karma was balanced out for you, and your consciousness has expanded greatly. Okay. And there is some beautiful new connection that will be coming into your life, whether this is a new friendship or a new romantic person. I feel for a lot of you, it's romance, and you've had to wait a long time to align with this individual, meet this individual. Okay. But you guys are going to be connected at the heart space. This is going to be an entirely new, different type of relationship than what you have been experiencing. This is a equal balance of give and take, of love, of respect, of trust. Okay. And some of you, it's like you felt like you had it all and you lost it, and you've really been struggling with that. And what could ever compare? Will I ever get back on my feet? Will life ever feel the same? Even if some good things have come and life has changed for the better, there's just still this emptiness inside of you, like something's missing. And for many of you, it is a relationship, a spiritual companion, whether through friendship or romance. Okay. And you've really desired this, and you have kind of started thinking or coming to the conclusion of, maybe I am just going to be lonely. And Spirit says, no, you're not meant to be lonely. And the scars that you hold within, that are contained within from your journey, are sacred and divine, and have shaped you and expanded you in all the ways in which you needed to align you to this new person, this new friendship, or this new romance that's coming in. And even if it's like you feel more of just a large loss in life in general, you still have this new person coming in. And it's like your kindred spirits. They're just going to get you. They're high vibrational energy. The Pablo Neruda quote, "I found you after the storm," just came to me. All right. I absolutely feel that you are coming out of the storm And through this storm, there was a lot of karmic energies. And I feel like this goes beyond just this lifetime, like unfinished business from your last life journey really played out as you began this new incarnation. Okay. And you've worked through a lot of that energy through challenging relationships or very challenging circumstances of life that have been set before you. And you've done your best, and you've moved through it, and you know that you're strong, and you know that you're wise, but it's almost as though you're saying, I just give that all away if I could just feel loved, or I could just feel secure, I could just feel happiness again. If I don't want this emptiness inside of me. I want the sun, I want joy, I want happiness, I want love, I want peace, I want stability. And for you guys, Spirit really wants you to know that there is this beautiful relationship, okay? And you guys are going to meet in the heart space. And this person has also had their fair share of loss, of tragedy, of challenging or unfair circumstances. They understand what you've gone through because they will have gone through very similar things. And that's just how you guys click and relate. Almost saying, man, I feel like we're the same person, just in two different bodies. Okay. And the characters in our story have different names, but man, the story seems almost the same. All right. And the beautiful thing about this is this relationship, this connection, is meant to be long-term with you, maybe even to the end of your days when it's time for you to transition back into the non-physical. This energy, this soulmate, this kindred spirit is going to walk with you and will be a great source of strength, of love, of support, of understanding. And you are going to be able to show a vulnerability of self that you normally wouldn't feel safe doing. It's like falling into heaven's arms, and they feel the same about you. Okay? You both have been through quite a bit. You both are a little skittish, a little shy, and maybe you have been going through like dark night of the soul. And if that's the case, you're definitely coming to the end of that. Some of you, I feel you may have experienced a very long-term period of singlehood. And through that long-term period of singlehood, you've been working on karma, okay, lessons. And you have moved through all that energy. And some of you, you may have felt very lonely, like no close family, no close friends, no romance. And you just feel kind of sidelined and lonely and sad, and asking Spirit, why is this? What can I do? And regardless of your efforts, again, it's that feeling of like, I'm just spinning my wheels, or I'm making very little progress, when the truth is you've been making great progress spiritually. Like you guys, all of you attracted to the fourth candle, you have been doing a lot of spiritual work, okay? And I just kind of lost my breath there for a minute. I don't even know why. Very, very weird. I feel that's symbolic to you guys and this message, like this new relationship, new connection coming in kind of takes your breath away. Or the way that life is going to shift and change for you takes your breath away, okay? Because that just like came out of nowhere. And the worst is behind you. The hardest part is over. Spirit wants you to know that. And your journey, the path that you've been on, is quite sacred, even though it's been challenging. At times it's felt very unfair. And maybe for some of you at different points, it's like, you feel as though things were going well, getting better, and then it's like it just went back. And so now as things begin to shift, you might feel a little suspicious, weary, unsure, because it's like, I don't want to be hurt again. I don't want to be let down again if the other shoe drops on me. So it's like you're wanting to hold back a little bit from the good experiences that start showing up. And maybe even this new connection coming in, you might feel a little shy of it because you have been screwed over and you've had to do a lot of work to heal your wounds and put yourself back together and maybe even rebuild your entire life. And so you're very guarded, you're very protective of your energy. You don't want anybody to come and screw up what you have created for yourself. And Spirit's like, that's not going to happen here. That period of loss and great challenge is behind you. And it's not to say that there will never be another challenge before you again. It's just for now, it's like you're moving into this really nice period of harmony, of flow. And there's a beautiful union that is meant to take place in your life, whether through romance or through friendship. And you guys are absolutely soulmates. And through this connection, it's like there's a restoration of hope, of faith, of feeling the magic. It's like you will think this person, you are worth the wait. You are absolutely worth the wait. That song, God Bless the Broken Road, just popped into my head. Check that song out. Absolutely fitting for the way that your life is going to shift and change after a period of loss, a period of challenge that really, screwed you up. You're coming out of that and things are going to get good. And you have a good friend, a good companion that's going to come in and be on your side. And everything you've been going through, once you get far enough away from this, it's just, you're going to look back and it's going to feel more like a bad dream. Okay, like just a bad dream that you had, and you're going to shake it off, and it's not going to be as painfully impactful in the future as it has been, or as it may even still feel in this moment. You're really going to transform beyond that. Okay, you're going to have a divine healing. You are, and Spirit really wants you to feel that in your bones, and trust that every single step on your journey is for great purpose, and you've done a lot of the heavy lifting. So it's time for you to have a break. It's time for you to have a breather. Spirit acknowledges that. It's time for balance. It's time for restoration. It's time for abundance and love and support. All right. So those of you that picked this fourth candle, those are the messages that Spirit wants to give to you and let you know that your patience will pay off, everything in perfect divine order. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose the fifth candle. So I was just sitting here meditating in your energy to bring forth your white light messages from Spirit. And I just have to say, for you guys, I am feeling a deep healing between soulmates, okay? And this could be a family member, a friend, a romantic partner. But you guys drawn to that fifth candle, even the number 5, challenges and changes. And so Spirit wants you guys to know that within the next 30 days, there is going to be a deep, deep spiritual healing between you and a soulmate. And this person may currently be in your life, and you guys just may be in a bit of a challenge at this time, a hard spot with each other, or you and this person could be outright separated from each other at the time you're listening to this reading. Okay, but within the next 30 days from the time you listen to this reading, there is going to be a huge improvement between you and this soulmate. And I feel as though either you or this soulmate, or maybe even both of you, I'm picking up that starseed energy. And it could be that you guys are starseeds, but I'm feeling guidance from like a different collective that comes in and guides you, guides this soulmate. Like you guys have some sort of connection to a different star system, okay? And in this life journey, you guys have gone through some big upheaval. And this upheaval was actually a balancing of karma, all right? It's like a lesson at the soul that you both have been learning here. And there's going to be like a major transformation between you and this soulmate. And I don't think even in this moment you would believe or think that it could change as much as it's going to, but it is. It's like your patience will be rewarded. This connection is all about patience and divine timing, but there is this beautiful like reconciliation, and I just like see these two flashes of energy colliding in the most beautiful way. And you both are going to put a lot of work into this relationship once reconciled, or once the kink or the misunderstanding that exists between the two of you is fully healed. And that's what's coming. Like that's what's up ahead for you guys. Some of you, this may be a twin flame, and you guys have a spiritual mission for this life journey. And you feel that, they feel that like your connection is undeniable by both of you. But I feel like it can get really intense at times. There's like a lot of high vibrational energy that flows between the two of you. And that may be where that star seed feeling connection is coming into play that I was picking up on earlier. But yeah, it's like you guys have a spiritual mission, this life journey that is beyond just yourselves and your own spiritual evolution. It's like the joining of your energies really expands both of you. And you're gonna either come forth and like do some sort of spiritual work with each other. Those of you where this is not like that twin flame starseed connection, you and this person, I see you guys building. So it could be like you guys are going to have a business with each other, or you, if this is romance, it's like you guys are going to live together. You are going to get married. This is your person, your one. And it's just, you guys, wow, it's the karma that you've been working out is not karma that is with each other, that's been created with each other, but through each other, you're helping the other balance out. And within the next 30 days, I just see like both of you really surrendering to the unconditional love that you have for each other, the soul connection that you feel for each other. And also you guys, you dream about each other. You guys meet on the astral plane. Even when things are going all right for you guys in the physical, you and this soulmate meet on the astral quite frequently. And those of you where this is that twin flame star seed connection, not only do you meet on the astral, but you meet with this other collective. All right. And this collective gives you guys strength and love and energy, and also is awakening you as you're ready vibrationally to the truth of self, of who and what you are, and what you're here to do. And this twin flame, I feel you both are very instrumental in the awakening process for both, of awakening to higher knowing, higher wisdom, higher understanding. And I feel a lot of Venus energy for all of you with this soulmate. Yet this is like, again, whether it's a family member, a friend, or a romantic partner, this person, spirit is confirming, is a soulmate to you. And the connection is real. It's true. You guys probably have a telepathic connection, an empathic connection. You feel their energy. You can read their mind at times, and vice versa. Okay, the closeness at times, it may be you don't realize where you end and they begin, and vice versa. Wow, the closeness, like I just keep being brought back to the closeness. And it's surprising to me feeling that closeness and that deep, deep love, just the challenges that you guys are facing at present. But again, it's not about you guys, even though it's playing out between the two of you. It's not about you guys. It's about other energies and lessons that you guys are working out through each other. So even though you're experiencing the challenge with this soulmate, you both are actually gifting each other exactly what you need, which is this karmic clearing, balance, and full realization of the lesson attached. And I see you guys are just about there. And then there's going to be this major transformation. There is a lot of love and a lot of connection, and time, space, distance isn't going to change that. Not with this person. And you feel that. And also I'm getting one of you may be working on like healing family lineage. All right. One of you comes from a very dysfunctional family, or maybe even both, but I'm definitely feeling one of you comes from a very dysfunctional family. And that's like a lot of weight that is carried on that person's back. And they signed up to help transmute and transform the energy of that bloodline that they have been incarnated into, whether that's you or your soulmate that we're talking about. And so there's an acknowledgement of that from spirit, as one of you is really shifting the like bloodline of this lineage. And that's not easy. You and this soulmate, like you both have signed up for a lot of different experiences, okay, that are intended to activate consciousness, expand the soul, especially those of you that are here for like a higher spiritual mission or purpose, okay? But regardless, all of you signed up for a lot of deep, intense experiences. It's like you wanted to get the absolute most out of this lifetime, this life journey, the evolution, okay? And those of you that don't identify as starseed, you still have this help, this guidance from this other collective that's not of this world. And I feel that is in part of the evolution of your soul that you're trying to achieve this life journey. And so you could be very, very close to like ascension, if not in this lifetime, then definitely the next, because you're working with some really high level beings. And those of you starseed, I get that. But those of you who are not, to me, it's like an acceleration towards ascension. And your soulmates that's coming in, you guys are going to do a lot of work together this life journey, through your own personal growth and expansion through each other. Also, I see you guys as being givers, very caring, very kind, very compassionate, a lot of service to humanity in different ways. I also see, like, yeah, I keep coming back to like this business, like you and this soulmate creating a business of some kind, an empire of some kind. Okay, an empire could be creating a whole family, right? It's different for all of you, but you're not crazy. This soulmate is very significant. There's a reason why, like, no matter what happens, you guys always kind of find your way back to each other. It's because this is like true and real, and you guys are working through some karmic energies, and that's never easy, right? And a relationship that truly withstands the storm and only grows stronger after, like, that's real love right there. That's real love, real connection, true soulmates. And that's what I'm getting that you guys are. And right now, you've just got to go with the divine timing of things, focus on the good, ask Spirit to show you what you're meant to learn, what you're meant to receive through this experience. Because as you expand and heal, you offer that energy to your soulmate as well. And their understanding and expansion can be accelerated. But I see you guys having a beautiful reunion. Okay, even if you guys aren't separated, this reunion would be where that heaviness, that frustration, that anger is no longer hanging in between the two of you. This space is clear and you feel connected and close once again. And then those of you who are outright separated, I feel you coming together and major transformation taking place in this relationship, because through the separation, you both have learned quite a bit and have evolved quite a bit, and have both decided that, no matter what, this relationship is worth fighting for, because it is real, it is true, it has everything, all the makings of, forever after, the longevity, the long haul. There's just like too much here for either one of you to ever fully be able to walk away from each other. Even if this is romance, if you guys aren't meant to forever be romantically connected, then this is talking about how you will always, always be friends, very close friends. And me personally, I have a couple of exes that I was in, longer term relationships with, and we didn't work romantically, but we're great friends today. And, every relationship starts out as a friendship, right? And if the romance can't survive, but the friendship can, then that's all that matters. All right. And you won't feel pain and heartache through that friendship. You will feel content and okay with that. All right. So Spirit wants you to know that yes, this is a soulmate. Yes, you guys have a higher calling. Yes, you're going to get this worked out. Yes, they are meant to be in your life for the long haul. And there is true, real connection here. Okay, so those are your messages from Spirit. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose the sixth candle. I was sitting here meditating in your energies as I was all the other readings. However, for you guys, I had an unexpected visitor. Archangel Michael came through, and he is the one that is bringing forth your message. All right, I'm channeling his energy just for you. You guys are the only ones that he came in through for. Okay, so first and foremost, he is saying, right now, you are moving through a period of learning a lot of truths. Some of these truths may be painful, okay, but they're necessary for your growth, for your evolution. Also, he wants you to know that he is coming in to protect you, and he is going to bring some divine intervention to right some wrongs in your life, okay? And also a message telling you there's a gentler, easier way to go about this, to go about things, and you don't need to feel hard. You don't need to feel as though you need to protect yourself. I am here with you, and ask him to give you a sign, to give you a synchronicity. He does not want you to be afraid. He does not want you to fear all like injustice, unfairness. He is going to divinely intervene, and you're going to see wrongs righted in your life. Okay. That is such a big message coming through. And I feel like it's like you feel like you're forever waiting for your wish to come true, for things to go right. A lot of sadness of, why is this happening to me? And he's coming in so strong. And also like a message of, any cords that need to be cut, he will help you with that. All right. He wants you to know that. What do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? Also, not just him, but I feel there's a lot of energies around you, a lot of spirits around you, passed down loved ones, spirit guides, other archangels. And I'm seeing just a heavy, heavy heart, a lot of sadness, things feeling a bit chaotic and very unfair. And it's like you're tired of being strong. You're tired of waiting. You're tired of divine timing. All right. And that's why he is coming in so, so strong and it's letting you know, hey, I am with you now. Everything is going to be okay. Feel that. Know that. Feel my nurturing energy. Fall into my protection. Believe that you are divinely protected by me. Call upon me in any situation where you are feeling afraid, backed into a corner. Call upon me and I will share my light. I will protect you. And a lot of things are going to be righted for you, like divine justice with the assistance of the spirit realm in conjunction with Archangel Michael. Like they're all coming in to divinely intervene in a situation that's playing out in your life. And I feel your energy like goes back and forth, where you're like, yes, I've got this. And then other times you just feel so defeated. Like, I want to give up. I want to give in. And also he's saying, be gentler with yourself. Be softer with yourself. Be kinder with yourself. Like right now and the days following, do your best to be in that calm, gentle, loving energy, and Archangel Michael will help get you in that vibration. If you're just feeling very off, like you can't feel good, you can't feel happy, you can't shake the anxiety, call upon him. And also those of you that really, really feel that you need a lot of healing in your heart space, call upon Archangel Raphael. There was a time in my life where I was just hurting so, so badly. And I would, lay down in my bed and start connecting with Archangel Raphael, calling in his energy, asking for his assistance to soothe me and heal me. And I would notice that I would always fall asleep. Every time I called him in, I would fall asleep. And when I woke up, I would always feel a bit better. And I would feel like even before I fell asleep, that presence next to me, with me, trying to comfort me, and just feeling that, let that be enough, that, there's these spirits, these energies, these angels that when we're hurting, want to come in and soothe us and comfort us and love us. And this vision that I was just given, I'm sure that you've seen, there's so many of them on YouTube, different animal rescue stories, cats, dogs, horses, just different animal rescue stories where this animal is in a bad situation or just out on the streets, could even be injured, malnourished, all these things. And there comes a person, saves the animal, gets them back to good with love, medical attention, whatever it is that the animal needs, and restores them back to perfect health mentally, emotionally, and physically. Okay, there's a message here for you guys where it's almost like you are that injured animal or abandoned animal, neglected animal, and the angels are coming in to give you that love and care that you need at the soul, in the emotional body, to help you heal and recover from what you've gone through. That's part of this divine intervention that I'm feeling. But also with that story is, yes, there's a lot of bad people in this world that hurt and harm, but there's equal amount of good people that will heal and will love. And Archangel Michael wants to align you to those earth angels, those beautiful souls that walk this earth, that are of the light, that are good, that are filled with compassion and love, and they cannot harm another. It is not in them. All right. There's just as many of those people in this world. There are. If there wasn't, there would be so much more darkness, shadow, corruption than there already is. All right. So he's saying, instead of thinking about all the bad people in this world, let's shift our focus to all the good people in this world. And he's going to start letting you see that through, different things that you'll see on social media, different people that you're going to run into in the physical realm. You are going to start seeing the other side, that there is light, that there is love, that there is compassion, that there is tenderness within others, that there are others who are far more gentler. And he wants to align you to those people, because you are one of those people, and you deserve the love and the light back that you give out. But right now, it's like we got to move through truth. We got to move through some healing. Archangel Michael is protecting you and helping balance out those energies where you've been wronged, for you to finally have your right, your win, your happiness. And also that you have all these spirits around you that are your helpers, that are nursing you back to health, however you may need it. And they want you to feel them. And they don't want you to feel like you're all alone, because you're not. You're not. They are with you. I promise. Every one of these readings has been different, and you guys definitely very unique reading out of the other 5 that I've done. And like I said, the only one that Archangel Michael has come into, and Archangel Raphael coming in behind him, offering his healing to you, his light to you. It's time for the truth. It's time for healing. And it's time for you to have your justice. And see Archangel Michael's sword of power and protection in your mind's eye when you're feeling afraid, and see it protecting you, because it is. He's working very, very closely with you. And I feel once you're like back on your feet, so to speak, and you're doing good, then his presence won't be as strong. Like, he's always just a thought away, but right now it's like his energy is constantly with you through this part of your journey. And anything that needs to be released, let go of, any cords that need cutting, he's here. And, really pay attention to all the things that you're led to, that you're being exposed to, because since he's working so closely with you, He's going to speak to you in so many different ways, through music, through words of others, through quotes, through pictures, through symbols, through numbers, through just you feeling the presence of his energy, through your intuition. Okay, he is all over you, and you are not alone, and you are so, so strong, and you are brave. He wants you to know that it's not easy, the path that you've been on, and there has been a lot of unfairness to you. A great acknowledgement of that from him. And I feel hearing that and knowing that soothes your heart, because when things are going really bad in our life, if you're an aware person, naturally you're going to be like, okay, what am I doing to cause this? What's going on? And then sometimes, if we can't figure out that answer, we'll start attacking ourselves and just think like we're defective, something's off, something's wrong with us. And that's why these things happen. That's why people treat me badly. And Archangel Michael doesn't want you to think and feel like that. There's nothing wrong with you. You've just been going through a lot of challenges, and every challenge that we have always expands our consciousness and grows us at the soul. It's not fun, but that's what we incarnate on earth for. Like, this is, a spiritual schoolhouse for us to expand consciousness, expand soul. And you've been going through it. And now it's time for all the energies in your life to be balanced out, and for you to get your divine justice that you absolutely deserve. And Archangel Michael will see to it that it happens. And where we have sadness, chaos, conflict, just really hard, challenging energy, it's really going to lighten and loosen up for you. And I do see some wish fulfillment coming in as well. But know that you have a lot of spiritual assistance at this time, and that Archangel Michael is divinely intervening in your life and in different situations, bringing forth the justice that you deserve. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.